My name is Yiga, and I'm head of development here at Precision Football. My first memories of football was at secondary school. That's sort of like when I met one of my best friends, Francis Affray. We used to sit around and watch them play football in the cage at St. Bon's. And that's when I started to really gain a passion for football, because I didn't want to sit on the side all the time and they were playing. I wanted to get involved. So he called me along and I would start to play with them, and then we started playing football in the back garden. So that's when my passion really started to grow, secondary school. The first moment I fell in love with football coaching was when I started doing coaching with Danny Bailey. Danny Bailey is sort of like one of my mentors. At the time I was still playing, but he would bring me along to football sessions and I'll start to coach the younger kids. From that now, he saw the skills that I had in terms of leadership and being able to guide players and talk to players and having that rapport and relationship. He's the one that got me in, which then allowed me to develop my understanding for the football game from a coaching perspective. Chelsea, my role was academy coach plus development centre coach, which was good because I was able to learn a lot from a coach called Michael Bill, who literally changed the whole philosophy and revolutionized like coaching boys at that academy level. And he was sort of like one of my guidance into being a better coach and understanding the development of players. One of my setbacks was when I applied for a role at a particular football club. I was there for quite a while and I didn't end up getting it. So that was a massive setback because I put all my eggs in one basket at that time. As a coach with an ethnic background, I would say there has been times where it's been difficult to get through doors. There has been times where your face doesn't fit, but that happens coaching and playing. So because I've played before, I've developed a tough skin. And so therefore, I was prepared for the setbacks. And the only reason why I was able to overcome it was because football still provides that freedom for me. It still provides elements of me being able to express myself through my coaching, through my understanding of the game. So that step back wasn't something I was going to sit on and turn away from the sport and the passion I've got for it. It was more of a drive and a grit to be like, right, you have a goal to achieve, go and achieve it. The reason why I get up every day and pursue the passion for coaching is because it's a team thing for me. It's like all of the players who I'm responsible for look up to me. They look up to the fact that I have to be there and guide them through either games or guide them through actually life itself. One of the things I try to instill in the players that I get around is not only do you want to become a footballer, but you've got to be an asset to society. And that asset to society holds more weight than becoming a footballer for me, because it's how we deal with people who are around us. It's how we deal with family, how we deal with friends. I was a fan before I was a coach. Like, I really enjoyed football and watching football before I played, before I coached. So I originally go back to just watching it. So that's how I can relate to fans and I relate to people who enjoy the game, because it's more than just a game for me. It's something that is a daily thing. It's something for someone else that's a daily thing. It's something that is embedded in them, where they have to seek the passion and the general excitement of just watching the game, to see players pass the ball, move, and the real poetry that comes from football is something that no one can really explain. That's how I'm able to connect with them and enjoy their opinions. And even though I might disagree with their opinions, but it's something that I still can relate to and enjoy. You know, after the game, we're making the most noise in here. My style of coaching and what sets me different from everyone else is the fact that, one, I'm consistent. Two, is a level of discipline mixed with friendship. I think that's a very tough line to have, because at the end of the day, as a coach, I have to instill discipline, consistency, and just general alignment. But in the same breath, it can create a gap at times. And there has been times like that where, how do you bridge that gap? And I think trying to have conversations and different seminars and workshops with the children that I'm with allows that gap to be bridged, because you see them in different environments. So changing the environment from being out in the field to in the classroom to also social settings allows me to break those barriers. So that's what sets me apart from everyone else. And the fact that I'm a good coach anyway, so. I came to Dubai 5 years ago through a contact called Marvin Hamilton, which is one of my good friends from football in East London. I said to him, listen, I'm going to Dubai. Can you connect me with anyone in the football space? He connected me with Sonny Cobbs. And at the time, Sonny was coaching, he had his own company called Royal. Managed to get into coaching with Sonny at Royal, which was fantastic, it was good. But my passion for football, I felt, lied in still playing and coaching adults at the time. So I continued to do that, started to do my own thing, open up my own little company called FFW, which is Football Fitness Wellbeing. And that literally was for players to come over and enjoy playing the game. As time went on, I started to attract pros, I started to attract local pros, I started to attract academy boys. And through that consistency and that passion, Sonny was working on opening up his own facility. Because the issue was in Dubai, you can't really coach in parks, can't really coach on local grounds because one, there ain't a lot, and two, the heat's too much. So we would sit down and have loads of conversations about technology, about facility-wise, about growing the football in the UAE, and I would tell him my ideas on how I would grow the one-on-one space, how I would grow sort of like developing and mentoring kids. And that's sort of like how that space of precision started to grow and grow and grow. 3 years ago, he called me and said, like, Lo, I've got it. It's now time for us to open up a facility. And one of sort of like the key elements to that was adding me to that journey, which again birthed precision. My goals and aspirations is to now become regional manager. So for the company to grow massively in different like countries across the globe and be in a space where I now satellite and set up these amazing facilities. And not only that, within my coaching career, possibly moving up into managing the first team. That would be something that I'd like to do one day. In the short space of time, my aim is to win the DOFA Cup with all of my development squads. Got a good, strong squad with my under-11s. So I'm really excited for what the future holds for that journey and what holds for the journey of the first team here as well. My tips and advice for young footballers is to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. Understand it's going to be long, it's going to have ups and downs, it's going to always give you curveballs, you're going to have your trials, you're going to have your tribulations, but always try and stay positive and look for the positive areas of football, because it's not always games being won, it's sometimes games being lost, but those losses are part of character building. Those losses are part of wins because it now prepares you for the next stage. My name is Yiga and football coaching is my passion.